Okay, welcome back. Where was I? Oh, right. Date, first trial. Maya's a murder suspect. Dr. Gray died. Eenie Meinie's sister died. And there's Pearl. Alright, let's go. Also, we have a key. June 21st, 9:48 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 3. What? Prosecutor Von Karma? You mean... No, I heard it's his successor this time. Successor? Manfred Von Karma was really sinister, man. He pulled all sorts of nasty tricks all so he could win. He was a man obsessed with the word perfection. He had a perfect record for 40 long years. Who knows what sorts of dirty tricks he used to get each of those guilty verdicts. And now, his successor. Wonder what kind of person they'll turn out to be. It's no good. Mystic Maya! Early! You shut up! Thanks for coming all this way. I was really worried about you. Hey, where's your mother? Didn't you two come together? She's gonna be a witness. Oh. Mother is watching over the trainees. She said they have training for 2 days straight with no breaks. Huh? Then... You came all by yourself? Yep. I snuck out of the manor and followed a map. Don't tell me you walked all the way here. Of course not. I ran. I can't... Oh my. It takes 2 hours by train. Oh man. Hurley, what about the train? Huh? What's a train? I give up. It's time, isn't it? I'm really scared. What if Von Karma tries to do something to me? At least I knew Mr. Edgeworth would be nicer to me than Von Karma. Mr. Edgeworth? Who is that? He's Nick's rival. Well, he's also a friend.
Objection!
I still remember him as though I seen him only yesterday.
Objection!
Every trial was a scorchingly fierce battle until the very end.
Objection! Objection!
It was always back and forth with them, but when you're rivals for life... Maya! Please, don't mention that name ever again. Huh? But why, Nick? I'm sorry, Maya. I forgot you don't know. He's gone. And he's not coming back. What? Wait a second. What's that supposed to mean? Court will commence shortly. Please proceed into the courtroom. Let's go. Now's not the time to talk about that anyway. Nick? June 21st, 10 a.m. District Court. Courtroom number 2.
Court is now in session for the trial of Maya Fey. Are the prosecution and the defense prepared?
What is with this kid?
Mr. Wright, are you prepared?
Huh? Yes, Your Honor. Why does he always seem mad at me? Mr. Phoenix Wright, You must be a little shocked because I am a woman, correct? Hold on, so she's the famed successor to Prosecutor Von Karma? I am Franziska Von Karma, the prodigy. I see. I gave up a promising career in Germany and came to this country for one sole reason. Revenge. Revenge? Is this about her father, Manfred von Karma?
If it's something of a personal nature, I'm sure you can...
Go! I'm talking. If you interrupt again, my whip will do the speaking for me. Please speak with your mouth like a normal person. I beg of you. Franziska von Karma. Began a prosecutor in Germany at age 13. A prodigy who has never known defeat. Ow! Make no mistake. I will defeat you. Prepare to go down, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
Prosecutor Von Karma, your opening statement, please.
Those of Von Karma blood have only one fate. And that is perfection. The defendant, Maya Fey, will find no escape from her guilt on my watch.
Very well. What is the defense's position?
Your Honor?
Does the defense wish to enter a plea of not guilty?
Yes? Foolishly fool who foolishly dreams of foolish dreams. 10 minutes. I give the defense 10 minutes before it changes its plea. That's right. I'll have you running for the Justify Self-Defense plea in no time. Justify self-defense? A plea usually reserved for when a person unintentionally kills in defense of themselves. We could very easily make a solid case that it was self-defense, but... The defense stands by the plea of not guilty, Your Honor. Because to plead justify self-defense is to say you did kill someone. How foolish. If that's how you want to play it, Mr. Phoenix Wright, then I shall now call the first witness. Is it Gumshoe? She's just as scary as her father. Like father, like daughter, I suppose. Yeah, Gumshoe! Witness, your name and occupation?
Yes, sir. My name is Dick Gumshoe. I'm a detective at the local precinct. Ow!
Get to the point already. Explain to the court the details of this murder.
Yes, sir. If everyone would please look at this map. The channeling chamber has no windows and the door was locked shut. At the time of the murder, only the victim and the defendant were in the room. What were they doing in there? They were channeling a spirit, sir. Channeling a spirit?
That's quite the look of disbelief there, Your Honor.
Anyway, a few minutes after the channeling started, gunshots were heard coming from inside the room, sir. A few of the witnesses broke the door down and rushed into the room. And that's what they found, that the victim was already dead, correct? I believe this is one of the most open and shut cases that I've ever presided over.
Floor plans added to the court record.
So how was the victim killed? I was about to get to that.
Stop wasting my time then. Witness testimony. Cause of death.
A direct cause of death was a pistol shot to the forehead, sir. The shot was fired from point-blank range. But before the victim was shot, sir, he was stabbed in the chest. A wound was very severe, but not enough to cause instantaneous death. The murderer used the pistol to finish the victim off after the stabbing. So the victim was stabbed before being shot. Well, this is the victim's autopsy report, sir.
Dr. Gray's autopsy report. After being stabbed in the chest, he was shot in the forehead at point blank.
The court accepted it into evidence. Mr. Wright, you may question the witness.
Cross-examination. The murder weapon, Detective Gumshoe. Whose pistol was it?
It was the victim's.
The victim? Now, why would he have...
Objection!
Objection? Why would he have a pistol? Who cares? The point that you are missing is whose fingerprints are on that pistol. If you're not already paying attention to that, then I suggest you start.
Fingerprints? There were fingerprints? Along with the victims. The defendant, Maya Faye's, were also on the grip, sir. So the defendant's fingerprints were left on the murder weapon.
Walked right into her hands there. Point blank, huh? So how about how far away is that?
It's anywhere between 12 to 20 inches away.
Can you use meters instead, please? And how do you know he was shot at point blank? Tisk, Mr. Phoenix, right? Objection! I grow tired of the foolery of the foolish fools of this foolish country. Excuse me? Gunpowder burn. Gunpowder burn? When something is shot from point blank, a burn area is left around the bullet hole.
The gunpowder exploding is what makes a bullet fire, and that gets real hot, pal. And there were definitely some gunpowder burns left on the victim's forehead.
Wow, never knew that. Live and learn, I guess. Stabbed, and what was he stabbed with?
A fruit knife. I see, and whose knife was it? It looks like it belongs to the face, sir. And of course, Maya Faye's fingerprints are all over it. All over it, huh?
Ugh, this does not look good. What will you do now, Mr. Phoenix, Wright? How severe was the wound?
If it had been an inch more to the right, it would have hit the victim's heart. But after a stab like that, it's impossible to fight back, let alone stand.
This testimony makes it sound like Maya had stabbed him with the intent to kill. Are you sure he was stabbed first, then shot?
Yep, sure can be. One look at the wounds and you come to the same conclusion too, pal.
A fool is a fool who will only listen to the foolish opinions of other foolish fools. A pistol shot to the forehead at point blank is certainly enough to kill instantly. Does it matter then which was first? Think a little more before you open that big mouth of yours, Mr. Phoenix, Wright?
Yeah, what a pain. That's enough. We have clearly established how the victim was murdered. I brought the two murder weapons with me today. Very well, the court accepts them into evidence.
Pistol, murder weapon, was Gray's. 2 shots fired, bears Maya's and Gray's fingerprints. Knife, murder weapon, small fruit knife, belongs to the face, bears Maya's fingerprints. The date and time of death was June 19th at 3:15 p.m. Eyewitnesses claim to have heard 2 gunshots at this time.
And 2 murder weapons, both with the defendant's fingerprints on them, huh? This does seem like an open and shut case.
Naturally. This is going from bad to worse.
The summary just now wasn't oversimplifying things to the extreme.
Your Honor, feel free to slam that little gavel of yours. After all, there is no room left for doubt, is there?
That is quite true, Mr. Wright.
Yes?
Even in the face of all this, you still wish to plead not guilty. It's the opinion of this court that if you do not adjust your plea, you stand to lose.
See, just as I promised, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You would change your plea in less than 10 minutes.
What will you do, Mr. Wright? Will you change to justify self-defense? Because now would be the time to do so. This is your final chance.
This is a huge decision. I better think this through all the way. If we plead justify self-defense, we would be basically confessing to murder. After the trial, Maya's life would be ruined and she'd be labeled a murderer. I can't let that happen. Your Honor?
Have you reached a conclusion, Mr. Wright?
The defense will not change its plea. We will accept nothing short of a complete acquittal. You have sealed your fate, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Detective!
Yes, sir.
Present the final portion of your testimony. The final strike.
Yes, sir. Now, Sissy here, proceedings are run by... Eek! Oh, yes, of course. Go ahead, detective, and give your testimony.
I think the court would like to hear about the other piece of incriminating evidence. Incriminating evidence.
Sorry, pal, but there's an even more incriminating piece of evidence. This is a costume the defendant was wearing at the scene of the crime. As you can see, it's covered in blood. The defendant attacked and killed a person who, without a doubt, was not fighting back.
Oh, there's a contradiction right there.
So this is the costume. There certainly is evidence of a back spray of a blood on this. This piece directly links Maya Fey to the crime, sir. I see. The court accepts this into evidence.
Maya's costume adds to the court record. Hold on a second. Okay, there we go. I was thirsty.
All right, Mr. Wright.
Maya's fingerprints on both murder weapons and blood splatters on her clothes. Could this situation get any worse? Yes. What's wrong? You seem to be at a loss. I think this is the last piece of testimony the prosecution should have to offer. Feel free to sulk off with your tail between your legs, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Please stop calling me by my full name, it's disturbing. Well then, let's present that piece of clothing, because there is...
Objection!
Oh, that was not the solution. He wasn't fighting back. How do you know if he was or wasn't?
Well, we can find no evidence that the victim put up any sort of struggle, pal. So did the murderer have a fight with the victim or not? Depending on this, the circumstances around this murder changed drastically.
We're in real trouble now. If only I had something to prove that the victim did fight back. Von Karma, she thinks she can decide a verdict with this testimony alone. Well, I'll find a critical contradiction somehow, and then I'll have her. Maya's costume?
Yeah, she was wearing this when we arrested her.
Maya, she's wearing her channeling costume today, too. Is she not allowed to wear anything else? This blood on the costume.
Lab results show that it's a victim's blood. So there is blood from the victim on the defendant's clothes.
Definitely not good. So were there any other clues you could glean from this piece of evidence?
Well...
Objection!
If you must change the topic, then the good detective here must testify again. But too bad. Not enough time. Let's move on.
Yes, Miss Von Karma is perfectly correct.
God, not even the judge is on our side. But if I bite off more than I can chew here, what should I do? Press further. Why is Miss Von Karma suddenly putting up a resistance? There must be a reason as to why she suddenly threw out an objection like that. There must be something about this costume. I just have to look harder. There's a gaping hole in it.
Mr. Wright! Miss Von Karma's logic is perfect. There's no way for you to poke a hole in it.
Looks like my time is up. So, about the costume. Your Honor? Actually, there is something very wrong with this piece of evidence.
What? What are you talking about, pal? Where is this problem you are talking about?
I've come this far. There's no turning back now. The problem I have with this piece of evidence is here.
Take that!
I asked the court to please take a look at the sleeve of this costume.
The sleeve? There's a tiny hole here.
A hole? But that wasn't in the report.
Hold on! What's this around the hole? It smells faintly of gunpowder.
Gunpowder? No one ever told me.
A hole that smells of gunpowder.
It looks like I found the hole I was looking for. Your Honor, the only logical conclusion you can make is that it must be a bullet hole.
Order! 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 This is a very grave matter. It's best we correct the court record first before anything else.
Maya's costume updated in the court record. Clothes Maya was wearing at the time of murder. Press the check button for details. Finally, now we know the existence of a hole.
Sorry about that. I guess we messed up, sir.
Is she actually smiling? What else is she hiding? Pull yourself together, detective. That tiny hole doesn't change a thing. The strength of the evidence still holds. Continue with your testimony. That just now was a fluke. Nothing more.
Objection!
How can you say something like that? This is a huge oversight.
Well, I agree it is a mistake on part of the police. What Prosecutor Von Karma has said is true. The evidence still stands. If you do not find a more definitive problem with the evidence, then...
No way.
Detective Gumshoe, please continue with your testimony. Yes, sir.
That was a long tangent.
Hold it!
Did I press the gun or the costume?
Objection!
Costume. Detective Dick Gumshoe. Yes?
Having you call me by my full name is kind of a weird feeling.
You said that my client killed a person who, without a doubt, was not fighting back.
Yeah, I did.
Then what, may I ask, is the bullet hole you police overlook supposed to mean?
What does it mean?
I'll tell you what it means. It means that the victim had fired off a shot. Is this what it means to not fight back? You're right.
It seems you're correct. If the victim had tried to shoot the defendant, then it would change everything.
Does it? All right. The wind seems to be shifting. I feel like we're still going for justified self-defense here. Huh. What is with that "are you finished yet" laugh? Are you finished yet, Mr. Phoenix Wright?
Miss Von Karma?
It seems that Maya Fey was shot by the victim. However, that is only grounds enough to support a justified self-defense plea.
That is correct.
But I'm sure you remember, Your Honor, what the defense clearly said. They rejected justified self-defense and pleaded not guilty.
Now that you... Why, that's right.
Which means the defense has yet to prove anything at all.
No! Well, yes, that's true.
Furthermore, just the fact that there is a bullet hole in the costume is not enough to substantiate even a plea of justified self-defense.
Huh? How so?
Ow! Don't just stand there! Hurry up and tell the court what transpired that day. With the new information we acquired added in, of course.
You mean, by myself? You want me to put together the scenario all by myself?
Yeah!
Yes, sir. Right away, sir.
What transpired?
During the channeling, the defendant saw a chance to stab the victim in the chest. Of course, the victim used the last of his strength to fight back, sir. While the two were fighting, the victim took out his gun. The victim took a shot, but because they were too close, he missed. The defendant then picked up on the opening, took the victim's gun, and ended it. The scenario you put together does make sense. Yes, sir. Well, Mr. Wright?
On the surface, it does seem to make sense. However, I won't give up that easily.
Please refrain from glaring at me like that. Now then, your cross-examination, please.
There is quite a difference in height between Dr. Gray and the defendant.
hadn't body strength, and it seems unlikely the defendant could have stabbed the victim. Now that you mention it, yeah, I guess.
Objection!
You think you can get away with such flimsy reasoning, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Maya Fey was in the middle of channeling, was she not? When channeling with the Kurain channeling technique, the medium physically changes. With the nurse's build, the defendant could have easily been a match for the doctor.
I don't believe it. She even studied on the Kurain channeling technique.
Like I said before, I am perfect.
About what you were talking about, I didn't quite get it. Never mind. Let's continue with the testimony.
So he was stabbed, but the stab wound didn't kill him.
But if you think about it, the blood loss, he was probably hurt pretty bad.
How badly hurt would you say he was?
Actually, I went to get blood the other day. And afterward, I felt a little lightheaded and dizzy. I guess the damage was maybe about 10 times the dizziness? Ow! Sorry.
Where in the world did that pistol come from?
It looks like the victim, Dr. Gray, had specifically bought it for that day.
But a handgun?
He got it off the black market about 2 days before the murder.
Why did Dr. Gray bring a gun? Was he taking precautions against something? So you're saying that the bullet hole in this costume was made then?
Sorry, pal, but yeah, that's what I think. The two of them were already fighting when a shot was fired.
Maya, really glad you weren't hurt.
Maya has never fired a gun before in her life. The victim had already taken off the safety. With the safety off, even an amateur like you can fire it just by pulling the trigger.
Even me? I wonder, please don't wonder. Now do you understand? Von Kama's logic is perfect. His testimony certainly makes us look very bad. There's gotta be a contradiction in there somewhere. And uncovering it is gonna be uncover the truth. I can feel it. Wait, there's no burn around this hole.
Objection!
Missing a tiny hole on this costume will be the prosecution's undoing.
What do you mean?
This little hole has actually created a huge hole in your testimony.
Explain yourself, Mr. Wright.
You said the two of them were fighting when the victim fired his gun at point blank. If that were true, then where's the gunpowder burn on this costume?
Gunpowder burn?
This is what you testified earlier.
When something is shot from point blank, a burn area is left around the bullet hole. Oh! But there's not a single trace of gunpowder burn on this costume. That is a very good point. And what exactly does this mean? It means that when the shot was fired, they were standing apart from each other.
Objection!
I'm disappointed, Mr. Phoenix, Wright. You think you can punch a hole in my logic with that? With wishy-washy thinking like that, anyone can explain anything away.
Then I implore you to disprove my line of thinking.
Let's see. In the middle of their fight, the victim pushed the defendant away. And it was then, when they were separated, that he fired. How was that?
Objection!
As if that was even possible. According to testimony, the wound from the stabbing was very severe. The victim would not have had the strength to push the defendant very far after that.
Well, then... That's right. The defendant must have pushed the victim away. After stabbing him, she must have put some space between the doctor and herself. And then while she was preparing to strike again, the doctor took his shot. There, that should satisfy even you.
That does make an awful lot of sense. What do you think, Mr. Wright?
I must be careful. Can't afford to make a mistake here. Concentrate and think.
Bluff. Bluff your way through.
There's a fatal flaw in her argument, Your Honor.
Fatal? Flaw? Ow!
Very interesting. I would love to see where this flaw is. Show me something that contradicts my explanation.
There has to be a snag in her explanation somewhere.
She put some distance between them before rushing to make the final blow. And when she was about to strike, the doctor took his shot. There must be a piece of evidence that contradicts this line of thinking. The folding screen bullet hole? This is the piece of evidence that destroys your logic.
What is that? A folding screen?
I would like to point the court's attention to the hole in this folding screen. It looks like you already know what I'm talking about.
Who?
Where? What?
Mr. Wright, your explanation, please.
Are these two really that clueless? The bullet went through the defendant's sleeve first, then the folding screen. It passed through at a height of approximately 8 inches off the ground, which means... when the shot was fired, the defendant, was not getting ready to strike, but was actually squatting low to the ground.
Order! Order! This changes everything.
Please look at this diagram of the crime scene. The victim, Dr. Gray, was here when he fired the shot. And the bullet hit this folding screen. If hit at this location, about 8 inches off the ground. At this time, the defendant was in this area. Behind the folding screen? Oh, that was not the right answer. Somewhere around here. Uh-oh, the judge's face is scrunched like he just smelled some serious bad breath.
It's not the behind the folding screen. It's not around here, so maybe around here? She was standing here, near the folding screen.
Wait a second. We know the defendant was close to the ground based on the height of the bullet hole. But how can you gauge the distance from that?
Oh right, we already established that the gun was not fired at point-blank range.
Isn't it possible that the defendant was standing much closer to the victim?
That's impossible.
But why?
You, of all people, should know the answer to that question, Miss Von Karma. If she was shot from somewhere closer, there would be gunpowder burns present. However, there's nothing of the sort around the bullet hole of this costume.
Curse you, Mr. Phoenix Wright, you!
I believe it has now been proven that the defendant was standing a ways from the victim when she was shot at. But do you think this has changed the defendant's situation?
Yes, it means that the victim was the aggressor. Honestly, Your Honor, this changes everything.
The prosecution claimed that the defendant was aiming to kill by stabbing. If that were true, delivering the final strike with a knife would be ideal. However, where and what was the defendant doing at the time? Squatting all the way by the folding screen?
Exactly.
If Maya Fey was the real murderer, why would she be by the folding screen instead of preparing to strike? Upon further consideration, it does make very little sense. Yeah, I figured there had to be a reason. Figuring things out and proving the logic behind everything is your job. Oof. Alright, with this, the rest of the trial should be in the bag? Blast radius of disaster.
You are such a smart man, Mr. Phoenix Wright. To think that you've been able to take a completely hopeless case to this point. Now I know why Papa had a tough time with you. You amuse me.
Ugh, of all the things you inherit, why did it have to be the smarmy smile?
Detective! How dare you damage my perfect logic?
Huh? How was it all my fault?
You can start repairing your standing by first removing that 3-strand goatee. Oh, and rest assured your punishment will come later.
But punishment?
Well then, Your Honor, I think I've had all I can take of this detective's face. I think it's time to call in the next witness.
Next witness? That's gotta be Lotta. Very well. The court will take a 5-minute recess. After we reconvene, we will hear from the next witness. To be continued. Water. June 21, 11:37 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 3. Phew, that was a close one.
I knew you were giving it your all to defend me, but I could feel the death penalty hanging in the air.
I feel like I was pretty close to dying myself.
But you were wonderful out there. You listened carefully, made theories, and tricked everyone into believing you. Thanks? Like, tricked? That must be the lawyer's secret technique, right? By the way, is the next witness who I think it is? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Lotta Hart. Oh, guess there's no escaping her, huh? Remember, Nick, you promised you'd save me. If you lose, me and my sister's ghost will come after you and haunt you. Your sister? Oh, are you talking about Mystic Mia? Yeah, do you remember her, Burley? My sister was a super good lawyer. She was also Nick's teacher. Oh, I didn't know that. June 21st, 11:43 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 2.
Court will now reconvene. Now the first order of...
Oh, I don't want to hear it, old man. After I call my witness, sit there quietly and watch like a good little boy.
Yes, sir.
Bring in the photographer who witnessed the channeling. Witness, your name and occupation, if you please. Hey, Phoenix, how you doing? Just fine. Sorry about this, didn't exactly have a choice, you know? Yowza! Name and occupation. I'm declare what in tarnation? Hey, Judge, this here violence against my fair self.
That's fine.
That's fine. That ain't fine. That's a whip. Yeah. There's no need for foolish outcries from foolishly foolish fools. Just hurry up and testify about what happened on the day of the murder. I haven't even gotten to say my name and job yet. Name's Lotta Hart, paranormal photographer, and I'm here to testify.
Now, let's all be one big happy family, okay?
Witness's account. Witnesses. Only the doc and the defendant went into the channeling chamber. We were waiting outside the door and then bang, we heard a gunshot. Mr. Lawyer there broke the door down and we rushed into the room. Inside was a dead victim and the defendant waving a pistol around. I swear, other than those two, there was no one else in the room.
And did you take a picture of the scene right after the murder took place?
Wrecking course. Eh? Excuse me? Wrecking course. You're sure for your wrecking? Of course I did. Yow! Does it look like I care? Just hurry up and show your picture to the court. The moment of truth will be in that picture. Let's see here. This here's a picture.
It would certainly seem that only the defendant and the victim were in that room.
Lotta's photo. Picture taken at the murder scene. Are you ready, Mr. Phoenix Wright? I will clear all doubt about Maya through this cross-examination. Just watch me.
Hold it!
Was it really only those two that went in?
Objection!
What are you blabbering about? You were there too, were you not? Oh, right. Why didn't you answer that yourself? Was it really just the two of them? Yes, Dr. Gray and Maya were the only two that went into the room.
Hold on, we can't have the defendant testifying against his own client.
Anyway, folks, only the two of them went into the channeling chamber, you hear? But you knew that from the very beginning, didn't you? Witness, continue.
Was it really a gunshot?
Objection!
Are you insane? You must have heard it as well.
Ugh.
Why don't you testify for the court, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Was it really a gunshot?
Yes, I think it was something like that. Sounded like a gunshot.
Then why are we here listening to the defense testify?
The world becomes just a little crueler.
I had a gunshot a long time ago, so I know, and I tell you, that was a gunshot I heard. Now this is where the story heats up.
Hold it!
Why am I pressing this? So let me get this straight. This Mr. Little Lawyer there broke the door down.
Honestly, Mr. Phoenix Wright, why don't you tell us what happened there?
Yes, I broke the door down.
Inside was a dead victim and a defendant waving a pistol around.
Are you sure it was the defendant, Maya Fey?
Sure, I'm sure.
Lotta seems awful confident in her testimony.
Press harder. Lotta, please, think back to that day one more time. What you getting at?
Remember what you said when we broke into the room?
I was murdered. Lotta, at a time like this? Ends like this are perfect for snapping up shots. But anyway, what's going on here? This gal? Is she Maya?
When you saw the murder at that time, you couldn't even tell if it was Maya Fey or not, am I correct?
Well, you see...
Order! Miss Hart, you are here to present accurate testimony.
Yeah, sorry.
Good. This shifts things back to my side.
For a defense lawyer, your defense is terribly lacking, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Witness, think back to when those two entered the channeling chamber.
When they entered,
One of those people that entered the chamber was Maya Fey, correct? Yeah, that's right.
yeah, it was Maya that went in.
It looks like we come to a collective conclusion. The person in this picture is most certainly Maya Fey.
Exactly.
Rats! I'm trapped like one. Again.
Hold it!
Are you absolutely certain of that?
Sure am, but that old witch chased us out of the room, so...
Old witch? Does she mean Morgan Fey?
There was no one else in there, and you'd know it.
The channeling chamber was very dark, almost pitch black. Was there really no one else in there? What about... behind the folding screen? What about behind the folding screen? Did you check back there?
Wreck given.
Huh? What in the...
Wreck given, you know? You reckon? That's a given. I took a good look around the room once. There ain't no way anyone was hanging around behind that folding screen.
If I may have a word with you, Miss Hart.
What? You got a problem?
Rick Given, I'm having a little difficulty in understanding you. If you would stop saying such things as Wreck and Given and so... Yow!
Now then, Mr. Phoenix Wright, do you see a problem with the testimony, or don't you?
Just as I thought, there's nothing wrong with her testimony. I was with her, so I know she's telling the truth.
Enough! It seems that there are no issues with Miss Hart's testimony.
At the time of the crime, only 2 people were in the channeling chamber. The victim, Dr. Turner Gray, and the defendant, Maya Fey.
The face of the defendant cannot be verified in this picture. However, if we were to think about the circumstances, it would have to be the defendant.
What am I going to do if I just let this go?
What is it, Mr. Wright? You look as if you have something to say.
If I make one wrong move, I'm going to have the judge against me. Is there anything I can present that would prove it's not Maya in that photo? Nope, I don't see anything right now.
Well, Mr. Wright?
Nothing, Your Honor.
That's very smart of you, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You really should give up trying to prove this is not Maya Fey.
I didn't say anything about giving up. I just don't have the right piece of evidence to prove my argument.
That's enough.
Is this it? Is this all I could do?
I think it is quite obvious to the court. Obvious to the court that a verdict of not guilty is not possible.
I told you. Totally. 100% impossible.
Miss Von Karma, do you have any further questions for this witness?
Having established the defendant's guilt, further questioning won't be needed.
What about the defense? No further questions, I presume?
I can protect Maya. The defense... Phoenix. Phoenix, you can't make that kind of face. A lawyer is someone who smiles, no matter how bad it gets. But Mia! Oh hey, it's Mia. I guess I made it just in time, wouldn't you say? But pearls? Her clothes are a bit small. Anyway, what are you waiting for, Phoenix? Let's go. But how? She's already taken away every advantage. The advantage is still in your hand. Think carefully, one more time, about what you saw in the channeling chamber. Do you remember what you told me yesterday? Dr. Gray! Click. I was murdered. What? Click. Lotta took 2 photos. Lotta, at a time like this, times like these are the perfect for snapping up shots. You see, there's one final piece to this puzzle. Mia? Question Lotta one more time, Phoenix. I don't know if she's doing it unconsciously or on purpose, but she's not testifying truthfully.
Now then, this court would like to end the cross-examination period.
Hold it!
Please wait, Your Honor. The defense would like to request that the witness testify one more time.
Overruled. I'm afraid you're too late, Mr. Wright. The cross-examination has already ended. Furthermore, any unrelated—
Ow! It's fine. I'll allow another testimony. Von Karma's case is perfect. Absolutely flawless. And what better time than this for you to see that?
But I have some place I must go after this. Alright, I'll allow it. Miss Hart, hurry and give us another testimony.
Well, heck, what am I supposed to talk about? Please tell us once more about what happened when you burst into the channeling chamber. Okay, you got it. See, you got through to the judge somehow, right? Well, actually, it was Von Karma's whip that got through to him. Witnesses account part 2. When we broke into that room, all I could focus on was Maya. I was kind of scared of the dead body, so I didn't take a good look at it. I'm really bad when it comes to blood and ghosts and stuff. But I still managed to point my camera at Maya and take a shot.
Nothing sounds different from before.
Some parts of her testimony were very vague. I should press her on these sections.
Struggle as all you like as you taste the bitterness of your defeat. Well, amuse me with your useless questions, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I'm waiting.
So, what does she look like? You know, she looked almost like a different person.
A different person?
She may have seemed like a different person, however, she was still Maya Fey. We have already made that point abundantly clear.
Yes, that is true. Well then, Miss Hart, did you happen to see anything else?
And perhaps that body was not Dr. Gray's. No, that's just reaching at straws. Hey, I reckon that's possible.
If the body inside that room was not that of Dr. Gray, then whose body was it, Mr. Phoenix Wright?
Well, what if it was that of Maya Fey after the jailing? Or no, that's stupid.
Foolishly fool spouting foolishness, just as I expect of a foolish fool such as you. If that were the case, then that would mean that the Maya Fey is, in fact, dead. And that would make the defendant's chair quite a lonely place, wouldn't it? Are y'all done here? Can I continue?
Right, let's just ask the important question. 2, right?
2 what?
2 shots. You took 2 shots.
But only one has been submitted as evidence.
Miss Hart, where's the other picture you have been withholding?
No, you got it all wrong. It's not me. I didn't mean anything bad. I know I can be a little mean, but I ain't evil.
Well, at least she knows herself.
And why have you not shown this other picture to the court yet?
Well, ain't it obvious? The prosecutor woman told me to shut my trap about it.
What? But Von Karma!
Miss Von Karma, you're hiding critical evidence.
Unforgivable, Von Karma. Suppressing evidence like this? You're as bad as your father. I think I'll leave this to the judge. I feel like I'm just gonna get whipped. So mad that even my throat's clenching up. I better let the judge handle this. Rule number 1 of lawyering, do not interrupt the judge.
Miss Von Karma, would you care to explain yourself to this court?
I thought this picture was not important, and thus felt no need to submit it. That's all.
How could you think?
The pictures were more or less the same, so why bother with the second? I mean, it's just so much more trouble than it's worth for me to submit this as evidence.
More trouble than it's worth? How can you say that?
If you want to see it that badly, I'll submit it.
Lotta's photo too. Picture taken at the murder scene.
What is this picture?
It's obviously the second picture the witness took at the day at the scene of the crime. Well, it's a little off-center, but that's what you get with a nervous amateur.
I think the important point here is that the person in this picture. This is most definitely not Maya Fey. What is the meaning of this?
This might be the break I was looking for. Now, should I or should I not insist that the person in this picture is not Maya? insist that it's not Maya. Your Honor, as you can plainly see, the person in this picture is not Maya Fey. Technically.
Yes, I see that.
It's not just her
It's not just her face. Her whole body was taking on a different appearance.
There's only one conclusion that can be drawn, then. That somehow, this other person snuck in and traded places with the defendant.
Order! 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 Well, yes, I believe you're correct, Mr. Wright. The person who was inside the channeling chamber was not Maya Fey.
Mia, we did it! You're too soft. Huh? You're softer than Aunt Morgan's strawberry desserts, Phoenix. Take a look at Prosecutor Von Karma's face. She's smiling? I think you had better continue to worry, Mr. Phoenix, Wright?
Miss Von Karma, what do you mean by that?
Your Honor, I would like for you to take a look at this picture. This was taken yesterday at the detention center's visitors room. This is Mr. Phoenix Wright and the defendant, Maya Fey, during his visit.
Maya Fey? But isn't this a totally different person?
She looks this way because she's obviously in the middle of channeling a spirit.
It's unbelievable that she can...
Yet, it is a truth. When Maya Fey's in that state, she physically changes into the person she's calling. This can't be admissible in court. Miss Von Karma, a word if I may. Mia. Taking pictures of someone during a private visit is illegal. Surely, you must know that picture can't be submitted as evidence. Obviously, I know this picture is illegal. But I never intended to submit it as evidence in the first place. What is she... From the moment I showed this picture to the court, the case became all mine. After all, this image has now been forever burned into the judge's mind. I don't even have a single witty line. It looks like we've been had.
I don't claim to understand this, and I still cannot believe it. Are you saying that this person is the defendant, Maya Fey?
If I give up here, the trial will end. But if I slip up and say something wrong, it will cost me. Is there any way I can prove that the person in this picture is not Maya? Yes. Very simply, actually. Your Honor?
Oh, the fire has returned to your eyes, I see.
This picture. Within this picture lies a critical contradiction to all the testimony up until now.
A contradiction?
So, you think you spotted a problem with this picture? Then earn your keep. Why don't you point out exactly what is so strange in this picture? Well, it's this sleeve. Doesn't have a hole in it. Please direct your attention here.
To the sleeve? But there isn't anything odd about it.
And that is exactly what is so odd. Something that should be there is suddenly missing. Should be there. Ah! There was a bullet hole in the sleeve of the defendant's costume. If that's the case, then it should be in this picture as well.
Miss Von Karma, you intended to hide this valuable piece of evidence? You will most certainly be assigned a penalty for this.
Alright, This should do some major damage to our argument.
Don't celebrate yet. You like to bring down the mood, don't you? Take a look at Miss Von Karmas' face. She's got that condescending grin plastered all over her face again. Tisk, tisk, jumping the gun again, I see, Your Honor. I would like to extend an apology on behalf of those incompetent fools.
What do you mean? And what incompetent fools?
If those fools down at the precinct hadn't missed the bullet hole, I would have gotten a report about it. As I didn't, I could not have known that this picture was any value to this case.
I see.
She's lying through her teeth. I know it. That woman knew about everything. The bullet hole, the picture, everything. But you can't prove that. Francisca von Karma's idea of a perfect case is quite fascinating, don't you think? Your Honor, you need not worry. If you must assign a penalty, I'll personally make sure that that detective gets what's coming. I'm sure there'll be a great gnashing of teeth at his next salary discussion. Poor Gumshoe.
In any case, this is a very big problem. When the defendant was taken into custody, her costume had a bullet hole in its sleeve. However, from this photo, it would appear that right after the shooting, there was none.
The judge is confused by this strange twist of events. This is your chance, Phoenix. Load into all you've got into this one shot, alright? Got it. Watch this, Maya. Your Honor? There's only one logical explanation for the contradiction. The defendant's sleeve had a bullet hole in it. However, this person's clearly does not. There can be only one explanation. The person who shot Dr. Gray was not the defendant, but a different person altogether. What?
Order! 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 If order is not restored, I will suspend this trial.
Oh! Ah! Why me? The defense's argument is a complete mess. A complete mess? I fail to see how. Please enlighten us. Hey, witness! Ah! What the heck? Is there any way to ask the gal a favor? Be quiet, you! You were the one who said it was only the two of them when you entered the room. Well, you know, if you were lying, I swear that my whip will be the last thing you see. Look, sis, you're looking mighty scary, so why don't you say you... Ah! I swear, I wasn't lying or nothing. There wasn't anyone else in there, honest. You see? Now riddle me this, Mr. Phoenix, Wright. Where did the defendant vanish to? And where did this other woman appear from? Why is it lately all I want to do is cry?
Well, if the person in this picture is not the defendant, then this poses two very big questions. First, where did the defendant vanish to? And second, where did this person come from?
That's right. Now hurry up and answer, Mr. Phoenix, Wright. Come on. You can't fall apart here, Phoenix, Wright. I can't believe that even Mia's calling me by my full name. But, I mean, how am I supposed to prove something like this? Had enough yet, Mr. Phoenix, Wright? Or do you think that you have enough in you to turn things around even now? To turn things around? That's right. Mia would always turn things around and change her perspective. Phoenix? So, where did this intruder appear from? And where did Maya disappear to? I need to look at this situation from a different angle. Let's see. What if before we broke in, the third person was already in the room? And what if Maya had left that room somehow? I could prove that either one of those conditions were true.
Mr. Wright, let's hear what you've come up with.
I think what happened before we forced our way into the channeling chamber is... Your Honor, I would like to present some evidence. I have proved that there was someone else in the room before the murder took place. No, I think it was actually the Maya was not in the room. Maya had left the room. Maya had left the channeling chamber at some point. And the defense can prove this. Oh, how a foolish fool makes a foolish face while dreaming of a foolishly foolish dreams. Maya Fey was being looked after by her aunt, Morgan Fey. The chances of her leaving the crime scene is lower than that detective's salary.
Anyway, let's see some evidence. Prove that from the murder until the time of arrest, the defendant had left the room.
Maybe it's the key? Miss Hart, do you remember this key? Well, absolutely. Hey, that's the channeling chamber key, right? Before the channeling started, Maya locked the door in from the inside with that. The defendant herself locked the door. Yeah, that's why we all couldn't get the door open. That key's the only one of its kind, after all.
Oh, one of a kind, you say?
Wait, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Yes? Looks like she's catching on. I'm afraid to ask, but... why is that key currently in your possession?
Huh? What do you mean?
If Maya Fey locked herself in, then the key should have been with her.
Yes, agreed.
However, she did not have the key at the time of her arrest. Oh, well, ain't that a kick? So how come you're holding it? I got this as a present from a certain little girl. And that little girl was nowhere near the scene of the crime at the time. That's preposterous. This means that Maya Fey must have left the room. If she had not, then I would not be holding this key you see before you. No!
It seems we have come to an impasse. This picture has clearly captured the face of the murderer. However, is this person the defendant or not? The defense is arguing that this person is not the defendant. Furthermore, as proof, this key has been submitted as evidence. Miss Von Karma.
How can this be?
At this point in time, a verdict on the defendant's guilt is not possible.
My perfect case? How is there a flaw in my perfect case? Don't you think you've won yet, Mr. Phoenix Wright? I am a prodigy. I have never lost a case. And I don't intend to lose here in this courtroom to a fool like you. I don't care what I have to do. I will get my guilty verdict.
That's enough. If you would like to continue, do so in the lobby. Court will reconvene tomorrow at 10 a.m. That is all. The court is adjourned.
June 21st, 1:32 p.m.
District Court Defendant Lobby, number 3.
Wow! That was you, Pearly? You summoned my sis? Yes, I felt I had no choice. Great going, Pearly. I knew you were special. Hey, Nick, did you know?
Yeah, it's not like anyone else in there that could have done that.
Nick. I know you're trying really hard and all, but I really don't remember ever leaving that room. And I don't think a third person, could have gone into that room.
Yeah. Well, at least we have until tomorrow to figure things out. Like, what happened in that room, for instance?
Yeah, I'm counting on you. I envy the two of you.
Stop it.
Oh, by the way, Nick, do you think you could take Pearly back home for me?
Sure. Alright, Pearls, you ready to go buy some tickets?
Huh? A ticket?
Poor thing. So sheltered. That's enough water. Probably. June 21, 3:24 p.m., Kurain Village.
Thank you very much for bringing me home, Mr. Nick.
You're welcome. I had to come and look into a few things here today anyway.
I thought about this a little. If Mystic Maya didn't kill that nice man...
She definitely didn't.
Yes, of course. But if she didn't, then someone else did, right? That murderer person.
Yes, Pearls.
Oh, I see.
I wonder what's wrong. She seems sad. Here, want to play with my badge?
So that's a lawyer's sacred treasure?
Huh?
I feel like it has a mysterious power, just like my Magatama.
Well, I guess I could let her think what she wants on this one. By the way, thanks for charging the Magatama. About this key, Pearls. You found it on the day of the murder, right?
Yes.
Now, where you found this key is very important. So please tell me, Pearls, where did you find this?
I found it in the incinerator.
The incinerator? Huh, is she talking about the one in the garden?
The door on it was a little open, so I took a peek.
When was that?
It was after the channeling, when everyone was in a panic. Mr. Nick?
Yes?
Are you going to tell my mother?
Huh? You mean tell Morgan what you did?
Yes. If she finds out that I was playing the leftover trash, I'll get a spanking.
Ah, gotcha. Well, let's keep it a secret from her then, right? The incinerator, huh? Sounds like a good place to search next.
I look up to Mystic Maya a lot. She's my role model. She's so smart and pretty and kind and loving. She's always cheerful, never gets sick, isn't picky, and has good sleeping habits. She always wakes up before me and always eats breakfast before me too. And she has you, such a wonderful person with whom she can share a lot.
Okay, I get the idea. She really thinks the world of Maya, doesn't she?
I knew her for a little while. Mystic Mia was your teacher, right? I'm sure she was a great master of lawyers.
Master of lawyers, I guess. I mean, it's not exactly a martial art.
You should keep training, Mr. Nick.
Yeah, you're probably right.
To tell you the truth, I really want to grow out my hair now, just like Mystic Maya. But my mother wouldn't let me.
I think your hair now suits you perfectly.
Really? Thank you.
Awkward.
Oh, it's my mother. She takes really good care of me and loves me very much. She said I'm the pride of the Branch family, but I don't know what that means.
Branch family. That concept is probably still too hard for little Pearl.
Ah, this person! You can't let her get away with bullying Mystic Maya like that. I'm going to cast a curse on her!
Can spirit mediums really do that?
Actually, no, I guess not. Yeah, I have to find something I can do then.
When they're mad, the women of the Fae family could give Medusa a run for her money. So, what did you think of seeing your first trial?
I was really surprised. I've never seen so many people before.
Oh.
And Mystic Maya looks so small and helpless.
Well, mine was already naturally short, so...
And then, that snobby woman with the ruffly clothes?
Roughly, oh, she means Franziska.
She has such a bad attitude. She acted like she had already decided that Mystic Maya did it. I'm going to tell her what I think of her tomorrow.
I would have missed tomorrow's trial for the world.
Why was that woman bullying Mystic Maya?
Well, she's the opposite of a lawyer, a prosecutor, so her job is to prove people guilty. They don't care if someone's innocent, all they care is about if they win.
That's terrible. But she's really a good prosecutor with a heart on the inside, right?
There's no one like that. All prosecutors are the same. Well, he might have become a good guy. Eventually.
He? Who are you talking about, Mr. Nick? Is it that person Mystic Maya was talking about? Mr. Edgyworth?
That was a long time ago. He's not around anymore.
Huh?
He clutched onto his foolish pride too fiercely and died for it. Died! He's not dead!
Oh,
That's too bad. He gets his own spin-off games. He's fine. By the way,
yes? What is it?
you wouldn't have to know anything about who the murderer is, would you?
Why are you asking me?
No, I was just thinking earlier.
I didn't see anything.
She didn't see anything, huh? Speaking of that, during the murder, where was Pearls and what was she doing? And on top of that, this key. Just when did she pick this up? Incinerator. I already presented it. I just realized that I never asked you what you were doing at the time of the crime. Pearls, where were you and what were you doing when the murder happened?
What I was doing? I wasn't doing anything.
She's really bad at lying. You can whisper it to me. I won't tell anyone else. I promise. Ah.
I guess you can see through my lie, huh?
Yeah, clearly.
I can't lie to you, can I, Mr. Nick?
Welcome back. June 21st, Fae Manor, meditation room. It's really empty. Training was supposed to be held today, but I guess it's already over. June 21st, Fae Manor, channeling chamber. Looks like Morgan's here too, but she hasn't noticed me yet. What is she doing? Looks like she's talking to a picture?
Don't you see? Take a look around. Finally, my chance has come. I waited for this day for so long. That's right. Prepare yourself, dear Misty.
What in the...
Who's there? Oh, if it isn't Mr. Wright. Just curious, but that picture you were just looking at. Oh, today was that event, was it not, good sir? I heard you did well. Oh, yeah, thank you. I am terribly sorry I could not attend the trial today. Please accept my apology. I had a previous engagement, as I had to watch over the trainees' training today. I guess it says she really doesn't want to talk about the picture. All because the master can't be here with us, you understand. And that is why a lowly branch family member such as myself must do this. This is the key to this room. That's right. But why do you have it, good sir? That I'm not telling. Return it at once. I can't. It's evidence after all. I think she knows exactly how important this key to this murder. But what is this feeling I'm getting from her? Feels, can't describe it. That's Mystic Maya's costume, isn't it? It's a shame. I never thought anything like that would happen to her. But we don't know that it was Maya that did it. Oh, poor Mystic Maya. Do you ever listen to anyone other than yourself? There are 6 parts to the Korean sacred writings. To think that this valued treasure of our village and Mystic Maya were both shot by a gun. Well, that's... Even if it was something that occurred during a channeling, it is an unforgivable act. Have you remembered anything about the murder? No, I told you everything I know already. Were you in this room the whole time Lotta and I went to call the police? Yes, of course. I was by Mystic Maya's side the entire time. I performed the spirit severing technique and held her in my arms afterward. You said that yesterday as well. Did anything else happen? I would like to say more did, but however that is all that occurred. I was really hoping for some new info. I suppose nothing happened in the end, good sir. Sorry to have played on your hopes. Could you possibly be more patronizing? So do the students train every day? Yes, absolutely. They were given a day off the day after the murder, of course, however. And I assume both Maya and Pearls went through this training? Mr. Wright! Yes. Wow, she got real scary, real fast. How many times must I tell you before you understand, good sir? They are to be addressed as Mystic Maya and Mystic Pearl. Sorry, I meant Mystic Maya and Mystic Pearl. Wait, I'm sorry, but Mystic Pearl? Isn't that going a bit too far? Next question, please. Oh man, she's really being a pain in the butt about this. Please remember to watch not only what you say, but how you say it, good sir. So the master is, Maya's mother, right? Mystic Misty. She's a brilliant medium. And where is she now? We are not sure. Not sure? About 16 or 17 years ago, Mystic Misty failed at channeling a certain spirit. And after that, she simply disappeared. I don't believe she will return to this village in any case. And in 4 years' time, her name will be forever erased from this village. Erased? A person who has been away from the village for over 20 years is considered dead. Oh, I see. And that is 4 years from now for her. When that happens, a new master will be appointed to Kurain village. And Mystic Maya was supposed to become the next master. However, with this murder, I'm afraid... I must be imagining things. I thought she was laughing to herself for a second there. Come to think of it, I don't believe I have seen my child today. Would you happen to know where she is, good sir? No, I wouldn't. Honestly, take one day off from training and it is near impossible to make it up. Good sir, I pray you are not teaching us strange, fiendish things in a time off.
Oh boy, here comes our anger.
And we were having such a civil conversation too. There's some empty space behind the folding screen. Luckily the candles can't reach back there, so it's completely dark. There wasn't anyone back here at the time of the murder. Or that's what Lotta testified in court. I knew I should have taken a look. I can always count on Lotta to make things hard. June 21st, Fay Manor, Winding Way. Hey, there's someone by the incinerator. Oh, looks like they've noticed me. And they're now running at top speed towards me. Oh, hey! Like... You're that dentist guy. Actually, it's Phoenix Wright, attorney at law. Nice to see you again. Oh, like, real suave, so it's like, my turn. It's nice to see you too. So, what's up? You're all out of breath. Like, huh? Oh, like, you mean... Like, I'm just totally happy and, like, totally excited to be here. Excited? Like, I mean, there's so many things to, like, see. It's, like, the real deal here. Not really, for example. For example, like, that urn over there. Do you, like, know about it? All I see is an old, cracked piece of pottery. It's a really old urn. There are ashes of a person long dead inside. It looks like something with a long history. Other than that, it's not very interesting, so time to move on. That's right. Pearl says she found his key inside the incinerator. I guess I should take a look inside for myself. This is from Maya's costume. There's blood on it. A tiny bit, but still. Cloth scrap added to court record. Unburned remains found inside a garden of incinerator. Small amount of blood is on it. So someone tried to burn this. And this key was also found in here. I get the feeling this incinerator played a crucial part in this murder. Is there some sort of legend connected with that urn? Like, yeah, it's like this village's treasure. Huh, I didn't know that. And like, it's sealed inside that urn. It's? What are you talking about? Like, you know, Amy Faye's spirit. Amy Faye? Who's that? Like, jeez, Mr. Smith, get on with the program. Everyone knows the lady that founded the Wright channeling technique was Mystic Amy.
You don't have to get upset with me.
So, like, as long as her spirit, like, lives in that urn, the spiritual power of the Faye family will stick around. Like, isn't that totally romantic?
That's pretty broken. Romantic, huh? That urn really is as important as she says. It could be a vital clue. So there's a spirit in this urn, huh? All I see is a bunch of cracks. But I guess maybe the spirit could live in the space between the cracks. Looks like something's written on it. I am? Weird. Sacred urn added to the court record. Amy Faye's spirit is sealed within. It's chipped and cracked all over. Amy, I want to ask about the murder. Murder? Dr. Grace, remember? There's another one.
Oh, that one! Like, you should have said so in the first place. So, like, I totally don't know anything because I was, like, sleeping in the side room?
Well, that's not much help. Did you notice anything at all?
Like, come on. What a total bore. I, like, totally have nothing to do with this, like, murder thing.
Oh yeah. No one introduced Dr. Gray to Crime Village. No relation, sure. Even if you were only acquaintances, that still means you knew him. Furthermore, your sister who died in that accident was a nurse at his clinic. Alright then, why don't you tell me about your sister's fatal accident?
Like, why? You think, like, it's got something to do, like, with the murder?
I don't know yet, but I'm trying to chase down every lead I can. Cyclops?
Like, what is it?
Looks like I'm gonna need something to pry her mouth open on this one. June 21st, Faye Manor, side room. Wedding is all laid out today, too. Guess I'll leave them alone for now. Keep wondering about this box. I'm sure this wasn't here before the murder took place. It looks like a box for storing clothes, but it's pretty big for just clothes. You could fit a whole Maya in there. Mostly empty, but a few folded pieces channeling costumes sit at the bottom. Alright, I can go to Wright & Co. Law Offices and Detention Center. Wright & Co. Law Offices. This case has had me out of the office most of the time. I can come back tomorrow. Helping Maya should be my top priority now. Charlie! Quite decorative plant. It's a handful, but I've grown quite attached to the little fella. It also helps me to remember all the good times with Mia. June 21st, Detention Center. Visitor's Room.
Hey, Nick. I've been waiting.
She looks so helpless.
So, how was it? What did you find out?
Well, I found a few things.
Is it so bad that you can't even look me in the eye?
I just need a little more time. It'll all come together by tomorrow. I promise.
I'm sorry, Nick. Every time I see you, all I do is cause trouble. It's the same as last time I saw it. Just like to show it off, don't you, Nick? Are you that thrilled to be a lawyer?
That's not what I meant by it, but I mean, I don't really think about it. I just sort of shove it in people's faces. Force of habit, I guess. Can you tell me about this jar?
It's Wright's sacred urn. Mystic Amy's soul sealed inside of it.
Yeah, I know all about it. About how she's the founder of the Kurain technique.
Ooh, look at Mr. Smarty here. Thinks he knows all. You sound like an occult fanatic.
Trust me, this isn't going on my resume anytime soon.
You know, I haven't looked at this in a long time. I wonder when it became so cracked. What is it?
I'm not too sure myself, but I found it just now inside the furnace.
Huh? Is it trash burning day already?
It's not something I would know about. I guess she didn't notice the bloodstain. Probably better that way.
Ah, that's the channeling chambers.
This is the only one in the world, right?
Yeah. During the trial, I was kind of wondering why you had it.
I got it from Pearls.
That's weird. I swear I locked the door and then put the key inside of one of my pouchy sleeves.
Your sleeve? But how and when would your sleeve leave the room? It didn't grow a pair of legs.
I wonder where Pearly found that key. That hole looks like an awful lot like a bullet hole.
That's probably what it is.
It's terrible! How could this happen to such an important screen?
Instead of dwelling on the hole, let's focus on the fact that you weren't shot.
I mean, you're right! So I was the one who was about to get shot, huh? That's terrible! Who'd want to shoot little old me?
I guess she didn't realize she was the one being shot at until now. So how was it? Today's trial, I mean.
You were fantastic, Nick. Every time we thought our goose was cooked, you managed to turn it all around. I bet it would make a great Hollywood movie.
Don't be silly. We have to concentrate on the trial. We're going to win this, Maya.
Thanks a lot. Really. Hey, Nick. The person who shot Dr. Gray wasn't me, was it?
Of course not. You're completely innocent.
If that were true, then I'd be really happy, but... there wasn't anyone else in the room with the two of us, right?
Well, did you check behind the folding screen?
I took a quick glance, but there wasn't anyone there.
That's exactly what Lotta said too.
Nick?
Yeah?
Why do you believe in me? Why do you think I didn't kill Dr. Gray?
Because of something Mia told me.
My sis? What did she tell you?
She said that spirit mediums can't have dreams. When you're channeling, it's impossible for you to dream because your soul leaves you.
Now that you mention it, wait, then I really am?
You are not the real murderer. I think that maybe before you even called a spirit, you were drugged.
Drugged?
I think this was planned from the very beginning. And you were set up to take the blame for killing Dr. Gray.
That's...
I want to ask you something about Pearls.
Really? What about her? No matter what I try, she won't answer me. I want to know what she was doing at the time of the murder. Huh? Oh, wait, Nick. You don't think she did it, do you? No, nothing like that. She never do anything like that, you hear me? Never! She's a great kid, and really cute, and really great and cute. I didn't really think she was the murderer. But she's definitely hiding something. You were with her on that day, right? Yeah, the two of us. We were playing with her ball. A ball, huh? Sounds like a dead end to me. So, about this ball. It's nothing really special, just a plain old ball. I think she was still playing with it when I started the channeling job that day. Apparently really loves to play with that ball. She loves to play with that ball, huh? When she wants to get it, she always climbs right into the clothing box. The clothing box? Yeah. Apparently's always hiding in there. You know the side room? There's a clothing box in there. It's really big, so once you see it, I'm sure you'll know what I'm talking about. A clothing box in the side room, huh? So she's Prosecutor Von Karma's daughter, huh? Looks like it. Well then... She'd know about that person, right? That person? Is she talking about him? It's alright. We don't need to talk about that right now. That's a lot of heart, right? That girl's still after the next sensational photo. I guess some things never change. June 21st, Kurain Village. Ah! Ah! Hey, wait, please, Lotta! She ran off into the manor. June 21st, Fey Manor, meditation room. Lotta. Hey! I'm telling you, quit following me, you hear? I'm a worthless piece of trash. You lay eyes on me and they'll turn to dust. Excuse me, coming through. June 21st, Fey Manor, side room. I'm pretty sure I saw Lotta run in this direction. But it doesn't look like she's here. Oh hey, ball. It's Pearl's ball. Maya said that it's always kept in the clothing box. So then, what's it doing on the floor? Pearl's ball. Pearl's favorite toy. She was playing with it at the time of the murder, it seems. It's the clothing box where Pearl's ball is usually kept. I wonder what's inside. Ah! What? What were you doing in there? What were you thinking? I'm a bad person, just another piece of human trash I needed a hole to crawl into. There she goes again. So I crawled into this clothing box because there wasn't a hole to crawl into. Oh man. Huh? There's a small hole in this clothing box. And it's about 8 inches off the ground.
That's the same height as the hole in the folding screen. Then could this... Clothing box. There's a hole that looks like a bullet hole about 8 inches off the ground. It's a clothing box where Pearls keeps her doll. I felt my soul take off for a sec when Lotta jumped out at me. So it's big enough to fit a grown adult. Well, if she can be called an adult. Excuse me, coming through.
Oh, Mr. Nick. That person ran by here just now.
What person?
You know, the person with the fluffy cotton candy hair.
Ah, she means Lotta.
She said, "Don't look at me with them eyes," but I'm not that scary, am I?
I don't think that's quite what she meant.
Oh, that's right. She also wanted me to tell you. Going on a trip to find myself, so don't you bother finding me.
Oh, well, thanks.
You're welcome.
Unfortunately, the bus does not come here very often. Oh, never mind. Hey, Morgan!
Yes, what is it? And must you be so noisy? We have a rule here. The hallway is not for running. Now then, in a calm manner, ask your question.
Okay, anyway, did you see Lotta come by here?
Ah, that girl from the Heartland.
I'm sorry, but she did not pass by here at any time. Yeah, Lotta. Sure know how to waste a man's time. Ah, she'll show up when she shows up.
Take that!
Pearl's alibi. Pearl? You have to tell me what you were doing when the murder happened, okay?
But what if I can't just tell you what happened?
Then I'll guess what happened. How does that sound?
What? You can do that?
You'll tell me if I guess something right, won't you?
Yes?
Oh, actually. I forgot to ask something to Morgan. Excuse me, Morgan, I have something to ask. Why is this jar all cracked? No. Pearl, why is this urn all cracked? Alright, never mind.
Take that!
Pearl's alibi. Pearl, you have to tell me what you're doing when the murder happened, okay?
But what if I can't just tell you what happened?
Then I'll guess what happened. How does that sound?
What? You can do that?
You'll tell me if I guess something right, won't you?
Yes?
Now, when the murder was taking place, you were here, right?
Take that!
In the Winding Way. You were here, weren't you, Pearls? In the Winding Way?
Wow, you got it.
So, you think you can tell me now?
I'm sorry. Not yet. Man, oh man. Alright, what next? Okay, I think I know what you were doing there. Do you really know that much? Well, I am a lawyer, you know. Now, what was it Pearls was doing in the winding way?
Take that!
You were playing with this ball, right? Ah, that's right. How did you know? Maya told me that you love to play with your ball. Yeah, I was playing with my ball. Huh? And then? Something happened, huh? Something really bad. What do you mean something? Nothing happened. This is it. While you were playing with your ball, this happened.
Take that!
This urn. It's a village treasure, right? And the spirit of the founder of the Kurain technique is sealed in here, isn't it? Yes? What's this? It's cracked all over, isn't it? There's even a few gaps here and there. Please don't tease me. Pearl, you broke the sacred urn, didn't you? The ball smacked into it and knocked it over, right? And if Morgan found out, she'd get really mad, huh? She doesn't seem to be fighting back. I think I hit the bullseye on this time. But it's strange that the lock hasn't broken yet. It's a really old urn, isn't it? I guess. It's so old, so it's not that weird to have a few cracks. Her voice is shaking. How can you tell that urn has been broken? Oh cool, I can actually know the profile. Amy Faye, Kurain Channeling Technique founder. Legend says that our whole soul is sealed in the sacred urn.
Take that!
Who started the Kurain Channeling Technique? Huh? Oh, it was Mystic Amy. That's right, and how do you spell her name? Do you know? How do I spell her name? I don't know. It's spelled A-M-I. I thought it was a little odd when I saw I am written on this urn. And that's how I knew that someone must have broken this urn. And made a mistake in spelling when they put it back together again. Unlock successful. Around when Mystic Maya started channeling on that day, I was playing the winding way with my ball. And that's when you broke the urn. Yes, I broke it. I accidentally let Mystic Amy's spirit fly away. Don't worry, Morgan will never know, okay? I'm a bad child. Breaking a village treasure is unforgivable. I thought that maybe they would make me leave the village. But the broken pieces were pretty big, so... You thought you could put them back together and no one would notice? Yes. I found some glue and brought it to the hallway, and fixed the urn there. The hallway? You mean the winding way? Yes. The channeling had already started, so I didn't think anyone would walk by. I see. So about how long did it take for you? Must have been a nasty repair job. Yes, I might be strong at spiritual things. But when it comes to arts and crafts, I am not nearly as skilled. When I had finished fixing the urn and looked up, I saw you coming into the manor. So that's around when Lotta and I were coming back inside after reporting the murder. When I saw that, I packed everything up in a hurry. Mr. Nick? What is it, Pearls? I'm going to get banished, aren't I? I really don't think that's going to happen. I mean, I bet Mystic Amy's happy to be free from that cramped urn. Yeah, I hope so. No harm done, and a happy resolution. You! Sacred Urn updating the court record, broken by Pearl right before the murder, under repair in the hallway until the police came. June 20th, Kurine Village. 21. I think I found out everything I can, but I can't see how it all adds up. And it's eeny miny being here just a coincidence? Hey, mister! How is it that the spirit Dr. Gray called just happened to be that nurse? That nurse turns out to be Eenie's sister. It's too convenient. Hey, Phoenix, I'm talking to ya! I wish I knew a little more about Eenie, but where am I going to find info like that? Oh, I get it. You can't be bothered looking over at trash like me, is that it, Mr. High and Mighty? Ah, Lotta! Ah, so you finally noticed. Thought I heard a mosquito buzzing in my ear, although I couldn't understand a word. Well, I gotta hand it to you. Sure know how to chase down garbage. I mean, I'm grateful to you for chasing this large lump of one around like this. Thanks? But you know, you're just wasting your time. I'll be fine on my own. What are you going on about? As for following or chasing whatever it is that what you're doing? Well, you see... Well, you're not exactly a real gentleman with a lady's heart, are you? You're not exactly the world's #1 charmer either, sister. Look, I'm really dang sorry about today. When I get all fired up about something, it's impossible to stop me. You hurt Maya pretty badly, Lotta. I don't suppose you could forgive a gal like me. Well, I guess I can. You did help Maya out too, after all. For real? Yeah, for real. Ah, thank goodness. I'm still... What? No, nothing at all. Just talking to myself, you know? Gibberish. Now then, lot of heart at your service. I'll share with you all the dirt I've dug up. Thanks. Hey, don't be all surprised. Tell you what, I'll even give you all this info for free. Lotta not taking money. Now I know this one's an alien clone. If Maya's not the real murderer, then... Who do you think it is, Lotta? Well, heck, ain't it obvious? It's that old cult freak. You mean Eenie Miney? Well, there ain't anyone else it could be, right? That Granny, you and me, we were all together that whole time. So Lotta suspects Eenie. Which means she might have already found some info about our mysterious Eenie. That's Eenie Minor, right? Yeah, I was wondering if you know anything about this girl. You know, actually, I did a little checking up on her the other day. Her sister, she's the one that Dr. Gray wanted to call back from the spirit world. Yeah, I had heard as much. I had also heard that Eenie was the one who introduced Dr. Gray to Kurine Village. You don't say. That's one sneaky gal if you ask me. Hey, you want me to tell you more about her?
What about her sister? Nope, nothing.
You know, I'm beginning to get sick of this hairstyle. Next time I go to the salon, I'm gonna get my hair straightened, I reckon. What do you think, Phoenix?
I think if you got rid of your afro, you wouldn't recognize who you were.
Yeah, that's kind of the problem, ain't it? Hey, this is our prosecutor gal, the one that likes breaking all the rules. Switches off for horses and lots, not people. How's that? I made a pretty clever pun, didn't I?
I didn't hear you.
Ah, well, I'll forgive the wax in your ears this once and tell you one more time.
Anyway, tell me about Eenie Miney. Speaking of Eenie, do you have any other information about her?
Sure.
Well, what is it?
It'll cost you. It'll cost a lot.
You said it was free! Yeah, I thought free meant no money necessary.
That girl was hospitalized about half a year ago.
Hospitalized? But why?
Well, heck, you can go find out on your own.
Huh?
Here, I'll give you the clinic's address. Maybe you can find out something.
Maybe? What's that supposed to mean?
Well, you see, actually, it was gonna be annoying, I reckon, so I didn't actually go there.
Ugh.
Well, that's the way the gumbo spoils, right?
Spoiled gumbo sounds ill. I mean, look, don't blame this on... Never mind. Looks like I don't have much of a choice. Better go check out this haughty clinic. June 21st, Haughty Clinic, reception. So this is where Eenie was hospitalized.
Yes, are you here to visit a patient?
Ah, yes, are you a doctor here?
Yes, I'm Director Huddy. Yes, so what can I help you with?
I'd like to ask you a few questions about Miss Eenie Miney.
Miss Miney. Miss Eenie Miney. Yes. Oh, her. Ah, it's too bad. I'll tell you something. The girl left here a long time ago. Here you are, sir. You know you shouldn't be up and about. Come on, it's back to your room with you. Ah, sweetums, calm down, calm down. Don't be so harsh to an old man like me. Don't you dare start that sweetums thing with me. If you don't behave, you'll get yourself tossed out of this hospital.
Wow, didn't think nurses could be this direct or forceful towards their boss.
Come now, be a good boy and give me the director's white lab coat. Okay, I got it. I got it. Yes. Yes? Don't yes me. Who in the world are you? I'm Director Hottie. Oh.
The nurse went off somewhere. Oh, the inhumanity. Only person I can talk to. Is this guy... Ugh. Only person I can talk to is this guy. This patient is going rehabilitation. Look at that strained face twisting in all sorts of ways. And all that oily sweat. Oh wait, that's Hottie speaking.
His old buddy is swinging back and forth. Wobble wobble. Like he's about to fall. Yes. Hey, don't cut into my monologue like that. I'm just explaining things here. Ah, sorry. Yes. Oh, sorry. Yes.
This is the clinic's reception desk, but it doesn't look like there's anyone at the counter. On the wall is this month's Word of the Wise. Do something in vain, and your only reward is tiredness.
Not exactly the best thing to be telling your patients, is it? I wonder where that door all the way down there leads to. Oh, that's the X-ray room. Yes. How did you know what I was thinking? Yes, well, it's because that's the X-ray room. Yes. There's something very peculiar about this guy. So I know it's not me. This must be the waiting area. Got the feeling of one, and there are some sofas lined up. I don't see all that many patients. Yes, well, it's the quality, not quantity that counts. I wonder what that have to do with anything. Miss Amy is really cute in this picture, you'd agree, right? Yeah, sure. I wish I could see her again. Maybe next time she has a big accident. Yes. I'll tell her for you. Yes, please. I'll be waiting for her. Yes, waiting. Oh, it's me. Yes. My tufted hair. It's so nice. Shows off my smartness. You should try too. My new hairstyle that I invented. That's okay. I'll pass on this one. So what exactly do you treat in this clinic? Yes, we treat all sorts of doctory clinical stuff. Yes. Doctory clinical stuff? Well, I don't actually know or particularly care about the details. Oh. Yes. What does that look for? Yes. There's really a big general hospital around the corner. Yes. And they can't accommodate everyone. They move some of the patients here. You do surgeries here? You do surgeries here, right? Yes. You do some plastic surgery here, it seems. It seems? Yes. It seems that way. What do you know about Miss Eenie Miney? Now you're talking. Yes, that girl. She was transferred from the general hospital. From the general hospital to here? What kind of surgery did she need? Yes, well, she needed surgery. It was really bad. Really bad. So what kind was it? Yes, well, no, you see, that is something... no, I can't tell you. So you say with a happy smile on your face, Mr. Director. See, there's this thing about how doctors aren't supposed to talk about patient stuff. It's all those TV shows too, right? You've seen them, right? Yes. I'm never gonna get him to unzip those broken zipper teeth at this rate. There's gotta be something I can show to this old coot. About this person. I feel like somewhere. I've seen you somewhere before, I think. When she comes tomorrow for a consultation, I'm sure we can get reacquainted. I don't think we're getting anything from him right now. Traffic accident. Please tell me about the traffic accident. Huh? Like, whose accident? Your sister's accident, naturally. Oh, yeah. So, like, that Dr. Gray guy made my sister fall asleep? And, like, that's all I have to say about that. Interesting. Amy just asked whose accident? Which means she must know something about another person's accident. Alright, let's change the topic then. How about you tell me about a certain other person's accident? Huh? Another person's accident? Like, you got someone in mind? Your accident. I want to ask you about your own car accident. Me? Yes. So, wow, like, how strange. I have, like, no idea what you're talking about. Can you, like, prove I was in, like, an accident? Technically, no, I don't think I can. Hold on, let's go to... Oh, nobody in the channeling chamber. Hey, Lana, can I get more info? I feel like there's something at Hot Clinic that I'm missing. Or maybe I just have to present his profile. Unless there's something back in my office that I can check. Nope. June 21, visitor sent... Oh, there's Mia. Phoenix, it's good to see you. I was really worried, so I thought I'd see how you were doing. You might get caught on film again. There are certain risks you have to take in life, or in my case, death. Anyway, how are you doing? Have you found anything useful? Only a little. I think I'm slowly beginning to understand everything, piece by piece. Everything will resolve itself by tomorrow, somehow. There's still a whole slew of questions for you to answer before the trial tomorrow. You mean like, how did the murderer get... real murderer get into the room and kill Dr. Gray? Yes. Also, when did the murderer enter the channeling chamber? You guys were all standing around in front of the room after the channeling started. Which means that the murderer must have gone into that room before the channeling. That's what I think in any case. But Maya's already said there wasn't anyone in there. That's true. But if we can't figure out the murderer's movements, we're stuck like a beached whale. I never thought I'd see this day. Are you actually asking me about spirit channeling? This case is all about spirit channeling. And I feel like I don't understand a thing about it. Well, that's only natural. After all, spirit channeling isn't exactly an everyday thing, is it? Yeah, I guess you're right. The power to change your physical appearance into the person you're calling was something our ancestor, Mystic Amy Faye, required. I've heard that name before. The Faye family was originally a Faye family known for its service to the gods. When Mystic Amy was born, she was given a certain fate through her name. Because, you see, she was named after one of the Buddhas of Buddhism, Amitabha. Okay, so it's pronounced Ami. To this day, her soul is still sealed in the Kurine's sacred urn. It usually sits in the winding way and has her name written on it. Yeah. Aw, come on, Phoenix. It's just a fairy tale. Are you saying that me being able to see you is just a fairy tale too? Well, it's about time I left. But Mia! We'll be in big trouble if the guard sees me here. Phoenix? Yes, Chief. There's still a lot of dirt left in this case. Once you think you gathered all the evidence, then come back. Yes, Chief. Alright, let's see if we have enough evidence to deal with Mimi, or Eni. Please tell me about the traffic accident. Huh? Like, whose accident? Your sister's accident, naturally. Oh yeah. So, like, that Dr. Great guy made my sister fall asleep? And, like, that's all I had to say about that. Interesting. Eni just asked whose accident. Which means she must know something about another person's accident. Alright, let's change the topic then. How about you tell me about a certain other person's accident? Huh? Another person's accident? Like, you got someone in mind? Your accident. I want to ask you about your own car accident. Me? Yes. So, wow, like, how strange. I have, like, no idea what you're talking about. Can you, like, prove I was in, like, an accident? Okay, no, that doesn't prove anything. I need more evidence. Somehow. I don't know, you got any dirt on the clinic, Lotta? The only person we haven't talked to is this guy.
That was a weird conversation. I'm definitely missing something. I feel like I'm still missing something at the Hottie Clinic. Oh, wait, did I not show him my badge? Was that the solution? Ugh. What's this? I'm a lawyer. Right now, I'm investigating a murder. Yes. What is with your angry face? Violence isn't the answer. Yes. The trial is tomorrow, and I would really like some information from you. Is that right? Well, you know, I think I can let you in on a little secret. What's that? Yes, actually, I'm not the real director. Are you kidding? Anyone with half a fly's brain knew that. What do you mean? So I had to explain this to him. Well, hold on. I'll give you something. Real information, okay? And actually, this clinic's, see, unlike this place's walking dictionpedia. You mean walking encyclopedia? Yeah. And my specialty is in young, silky smooth Hottie patients. There's nothing I don't know about them, but I get embarrassed talking about it. Yeah, how about you keep that kind of information to yourself? Oh. Anyway, you wanted to know about Little Miss Eeny Miny, right? Little Miss Eeny Miny. That girl, yeah.
I remember her especially well. It really, especially, very well. I guess it works, I guess. Please tell me what you know about Eenie Miney. Yes, I'll get to that. Trust me, I will. That girl? That's right. She was transferred here from the general hospital. This was, yes, a year ago. She was one of those emergency cases.
What was she ill with?
Ill? No. She was injured, not ill. With my trained eye, I could see. Yep, I could see it was a huge wound at that.
A huge injury?
Her whole body was wrapped around in bandages, and her arm was in a cast.
That sounds pretty severe, alright.
Yes, it was an accident. An accident. They're scary, yes? Cars. Yes.
Car? You mean like it was a traffic accident?
Yep, that's what gave her those terrible injuries. I swore it was in the papers. Yes, I looked it all up. They did. It was terrible. Yes.
Dare I even ask what is wrong with this old guy? Just now, you mentioned something about a big operation.
Are you talking about Miss Enie's operation?
Yes, Miss Enie's.
That was one heck of an accident. Yes, her whole face was burned like a bad toast. It was bad. Very bad.
Was it really that bad?
It was a good timing that Miss Enie had a picture of herself. I heard that picture was how they put her face back together.
Picture?
That girl, see, she had just gotten her license. So she happened to have a license photo on her. Yes.
Oh.
So, see, I got her picture. As a way to remember her, yes. Well, more like, swipe.
Breach of ethics.
What? A pretty girl like her. I bet she has lots of pictures of herself.
Sure.
It's a treasure. My treasure. Precious.
What happened to the actual license itself?
Who knows? Didn't bother to ask. Probably got burned up along with a car. Yes.
License photo. Enie's photo for her driver's license. Director Hodi's treasured possession. So you looked up information on Enie's accident, correct?
Yep, sure did. Yes, I read every paper that covered it at the time.
What kind of accident was it, do you remember?
Yes, hold on. I'll go get it for you. The article, I mean.
Huh? You have it?
Well, don't get me wrong. I thought something like this might come up, so...
Obsessive to the max, but I bet I could learn about how to stay on the lead from this guy.
Here we go. Yes. According to this, Miss Enie was in the passenger seat.
The passenger seat, huh?
And dozing, or so it says. A strong jolt woke her up. In the next minute, a sea of fire was all around her. Miss Enie fought with the door, finally got it open, and somehow managed to get away. Anywho, you can read all the details in the article. Yes.
Newspaper clipping too. Articles about the car accident. A new clue. I should probably look this over. Oh wait, that is an update of newspaper 2. Let's see. Highway of Nightmares, May 24. Late last night, two women's car crashed into a highway center divide. One of the women was not able to escape the flaming wreckage and died at the site. Ongoing investigation has revealed that the driver had fallen asleep at the wheel. Miss Eenie Miney holds interview about crash. I was, totally tired and I dropped off to sleep. And there was this crash and I, woke up in a huge sea of flames. I was, still half asleep, but I opened the right door and, got out. I don't, remember anything else. If Miss Eenie Miney is to be believed, the one driving the car was her sister, Mimi Miney. Mimi Miney was the nurse at Gray Surgical Clinic where 14 patients were accidentally overdosed to their death.
Is this then just a mere coincidence? It's been half a year since Miss Eni had her surgery and got better. She was discharged sometime in December last year. It's already been half a year, huh? Yes. So, how was I? I was a real help, wasn't I? Yes. Yes. Thank you very much. Yes. Well, then I'll be getting back to my room then. Tell Miss Eni I said hi, okay? Yes. It's time for me to leave too. Yes. Okay, it's definitely time to leave. There we go. That's the clue that I need. Hey, so how was it? Did you go to the clinic? Yeah, I found out a few things, I guess. What's the matter? You ain't looking so well. Oh yeah, so earlier, that old granny called the cops. Huh? The cops? Why would Morgan call the police? She said she has something to tell them. Things are sure getting interesting. Yeah, but honestly, I tell you, that granny sure got her bloomers in the knot. Well, I guess you could put it that way. It always starts out small, you know? Stealing the master's seed and controlling the village folk. But now you see what it's turned into? A murder, that's what. Yeah, what a mess. Hey, hold on. What? That stuff you were just talking about. That's the first I've heard of it. Really? Well, it's old news to everyone else in the world. Well, excuse me for not keeping up with the gossip while I'm busy saving people. You said something about stealing the master seed? Yep. Right now, the master is his medium named Misty Faye, but the one that was really supposed to be master was that old granny. Morgan was supposed to become the master? Do you know where Eni is, Lotta? Yeah, I saw her not too long ago. She's hanging around that garden in the middle. Okay, thanks. You got something to ask her? Yeah. I got a whole list of things only she can clear up for me. So I hear the master has always been the eldest daughter. The eldest daughter? Turns out, that old bat is Misty Faye's oldest sister. Oh? They say the older sister is usually the one with more spiritual power. Come to think of it, Maya said the same thing a long time ago. She warned me not to take Mia's powers lightly. Well, anyway. Somehow, Granny there lost to her younger sister, Misty. I see. This made the townsfolk turn against her, so I hear. Said all sorts of things too, like she's the oldest, and yet she doesn't have the power to be the next master. Disgraceful. Wow, I had no idea. So, what would have happened had Morgan been stronger? Maya's family would have been the branch family, I reckon. June 21st, Fay Manor, Winding Way. Hey, I haven't seen you in a while. Yeah. I think I have enough to finally unlock her secret. What's with that scary look on your face? You mean, I think you're talking about Mia. Maya's still alive. Traffic accident. Please tell me about the traffic accident. Huh? Whose accident? Your sister's accident, naturally. Oh, Oh yeah. So like, that Dr. Gray guy made my sister fall asleep? And like, that's all I have to say about that. Interesting. Amy just asked whose accident. Which means she must know something about another person's accident. Alright, let's change the topic then. How about you tell me about a certain other person's accident? Huh? Another person's accident? Like, you got someone in mind? I want to ask you about your own car accident. Me? Yes. So, wow, like, how strange. I have, like, no idea what you're talking about. Can you, like, prove I was in, like, an accident? Would you take a look at this? It's a newspaper article from 1 year ago. It says, Miss Eenie Miney holds interview about crash. Ah! You suffered a very bad injury and had to be admitted to a hospital, correct? Like, wait. What now? That's not me. Huh? I mean, like, this person has, like, the same name, but she's totally not me. My name, Eenie Miney, is, like, a pretty common. What in the world are you babbling about? Your sister's name, Mimi Miney, is in here, too. Like, totally... Wow. What a scary coincidence. Totally getting, like, goosebumps. I actually think I'm gonna let you get away with that. So, like, now what? Like, do you have something that totally says I was hospitalized? Your license photo. This is your proof. Like, what's that picture supposed to mean? No, it's definitely Miney. It's like Eenie, Meenie, Miney. Well, there's Eenie, Meenie, Miney. I think Mo is in the next chapter. I got this from the hospital where you were hospitalized at. Uh-huh. So? There was a certain patient there. He's quite a fan. As a memento of your stay, he stole this. I have to say, this photo looks like you. Hey, creepy fake director. Now, are you ready to tell me about the accident? Like, wait a sec. Okay, so like, I was in an accident, sure. But that's like, totally not related to this murder. Actually, it is. Look at this article. It says that one of the women died, correct? And? That woman who died? Who do you suppose they mean? Do you suppose the woman who died in that accident could be... I believe it was your sister, Meenie Miney. Meenie. You were riding in your sister's car while she drove. Two of you were together when your accident occurred, making it the one and the same. Hooray, unlocking people's traumas. Yeah, I was riding in that car with my sister. We were, like, on our way home. I was riding in the passenger seat when I fell asleep. And then, it happened. At this time, I grabbed for my purse and escaped from the passenger side door. And your sister? I, couldn't do anything. The car was full of smoke. I couldn't see anything. Oh. I'm sorry. Did Dr. Gray really cause that accident by drugging your sister with sleeping pills? He was totally out to get my sister. He totally did that to, pay my sister back. I wonder. This does give Amy a good reason to want to murder Dr. Gray. Seems simple, doesn't it? What do you mean? But it would be very hard to catch me, actually. Actually, I'd say impossible. What? I think you get the picture. I'm going to serve you a slice of humble pie. I hope you enjoy it. Ha ha. June 21st, Kurain Village. Looks like something's up. Stop! Stop! Leave my mother alone!
Ow! Hey, hold on, okay, pal? I'm not gonna...
Pearl, dear, it is perfectly alright. I will be out for a short while with this young man. Mother, please let me go too. No, you must stay here and protect the manor. But...
Aw, don't make that face. Hey, I'll tell you what. I'll show you something cool. Here, look, it's a real pistol.
Detective, do not upset me further.
Ow, sorry.
Poor Gumshoe, being dragged out by the ears like that by Morgan. Ow. Mother. Mother. This has never happened before.
Pearls.
Mr. Nick! I have a really bad feeling that I can't shake. I think something really bad is going to happen. I'm scared. I'm really scared, Mr. Nick.
Say something, Phoenix. Anything. Ugh, I'm terrible at this.
Mr. Nick, what about Mystic Maya?
She'll be alright. I think I gathered enough evidence.
Mystic Maya, she must feel all alone. Please, Mr. Nick, go visit her.
Yeah, but I can't just leave you all here all alone either.
I'll be fine. Please, Mystic Maya needs you by her side.
Her stare is really piercing. Ugh. June 21st, 6:38 p.m. Detention Center. Visitor's Room.
You kept me waiting, Phoenix. Mia! So, how are the preparations?
I think I have enough evidence and information now. I think.
Everything will be on your shoulders tomorrow. Whether Maya is found guilty or innocent, it's a heavy weight to bear.
If memory serves, Mia had a few psych locks of her own. Mia, I'm ready to unlock the last piece of information I need now.
Sure, I welcome you to try. Mia? Yes? Mia, you know something, don't you? About the real murderer, I mean. Why do you think so? It's really trying at times to be able to see other people's secrets. It looks like it's time for you to explain your reasoning. Yeah, a battle of wits against Mia. Gulp.
Take that!
The murderer. Phoenix, you think I'm hiding some information about someone from you, isn't that right? Yes? Alright then, tell me who you think I'm protecting.
Take that!
Morgan Fay, of course. There's no one else you would protect like this, Mia. Well done, but while the murder was being committed, my aunt was outside with everyone else. Which means she already has an alibi. That's true. Show me some evidence that would cast suspicion onto my aunt.
Take that!
Well, the key, of course. My evidence is his black key. At the beginning of the channeling, Maya had possession of this key. And yet, somehow it magically ended up in the incinerator in the center garden. You're right. There's only one person who could have done that while I was busy calling the police. The person taking care of Maya. Morgan. What's that look mean? Your argument is too flimsy. Huh? When did the key find its way into the incinerator? It could have happened long after the murder happened. Long after? Someone could have found the key somewhere and dumped it into the incinerator. But that's... That prosecutor would use something this small to shred your case. Do you have something other than just a key to cast suspicion on Morgan?
Take that!
The box? No.
Take that!
This is the other piece of evidence that points to Morgan as the culprit. I also found this in the garden incinerator. It's the same material as Maya's costume, except for the splotch of blood. But this piece may not even be from Maya's costume. But this is what Maya told me. While I was channeling, the key was still sitting inside my sleeve. And both the key and this piece of cloth were found inside the incinerator. Which means that this piece of cloth was part of Maya's costume. But when Maya was arrested, she was wearing her costume. That just means someone changed their clothes. Changed their clothes? But why? I don't know why. But there's only one person who could have done that. The one person who was taking care of Maya. My aunt. You did very well, Phoenix. Thank you. As long as you have those two pieces of evidence, you can cast suspicion on my aunt. However, like I said in the beginning, my aunt has an alibi. Yeah, she was with us the whole time. Here's my final question. You don't have to present solid proof of this for me. But I want to know, if my aunt is a culprit, then how did she commit the murder? How she did it, huh? I want to hear your thoughts. In order for my aunt to murder Dr. Gray, who or what did she need?
Take that!
Eeny miny. She's the answer to the final question. Which means that my aunt and Eeny Miny were in cahoots. Something's been bothering me all this time. This crime is something no normal person could carry out. The person would have to know a lot about Fey Manor and the village itself to do this. But Morgan already has an alibi. Yes, which is why I can't figure out how it was done. We can assume that Eeny Miny is involved somehow. But we have one big problem on our hands. A problem? With what? We don't have a motive. Why would Morgan want to kill Dr. Gray? Why would she have to? Also, we don't really know for sure that she was cooperating with Eeny. Mia doesn't have a clue either, huh? Then there's only one possibility. Huh? Think about it, Phoenix. Why would my aunt do something like this? And why would she do it in such an underhanded fashion? Because... Mother? She is the one who holds the key to this. Mother? Whose? Mine? Don't be silly. Mine, of course. Misty Faye. Mia and Maya's mother? Why would she bring her up now? Now then. Looks like we gathered everything we could. All we have to do is win tomorrow. Everything will become apparent then. Right, Chief. We won't lose. To be continued.
I think I'm gonna call that a night.
I did start a little late, but it's also getting late as well. Thank you for dropping by.